is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. Hello, everyone. This is Araneth, and I'm the face behind this beautiful business, personal, and YouTube page. Hello, hello, hello. Happy, amazing Thursday. I'm so grateful to be here, guys. I just finished doing my Zoom meeting with my accountability partners, reviewing my ad, and that's something that I'm so grateful for, because once you surround yourself with people that really support you emotionally, mentally, you know, and they're always there for you, it's just the most beautiful thing um, that you can get from this from them, from these beautiful souls that has been supporting me, behind my back. And again, happy Thursday. Oh my God, it's Friday already tomorrow, and it's that 30. Oh my goodness, it's January 30. So tonight is the 22nd day of my go live reading the magic book by Rhonda Byrne, and today is day 22, before your very eyes. That's the topic for tonight. I have few more days to go to read this. And again, this is my 5th year of reading this book, and so grateful. So again, welcome in, whether you are joining me live right now or watching this replay later, because I truly believe that messages arrives when we are ready to receive them. Right. So before we begin, I really want to invite you to slow your body down just a little by taking a deep breath and through your nose, and slowly release it through your mouth. Because today's practice it's not about effort. It's not about pushing or forcing. It is all about the awareness. So today, tonight, or evening, wherever you are, we are on day 22 of the Magic Book by Rhonda Byrne, and today's practice is called "Before Your Very Eyes," which really teaches us how to recognize that the result of gratitude really often begin appearing right in front of us. Yes, so Gayan, I'm watching from San Jose. Thank you for sharing amazing the magic book. Yes, 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 yes. So this day is so important, because many people really believe in manifestations, and manifestation only it happens suddenly or dramatically. But as Rhonda Byrne explains, that's the author of the magic book, that the most manifestation begin quietly, subtly, and often right before we notice them. Yeah, so the core teachings of this day 22, that this is the one of the biggest reason people feel discouraged, is because they overlook the small signs, the shifts and improvement that are already taking place in their lives. It's overshadowed by the 3D reality, She teaches that when gratitude is practiced consistently, changes start to happen before your very eyes. But if you are not paying attention, you may miss them and assume nothing is working, because we are letting the outside world in control of us. And here's something that I've learned from and from my spiritual journey, that you can see things through your eyes, and not being affected by what's happening on the outside world, not being affected what's happening on your 3D reality. You should be going inwards and see things through your eyes, feel things through your, you know, of your feelings, right? And hear it through your hearing, right? So again, manifestation does not always arrive as finished result. Very often it arrives as a small improvement, a moment of relief, a new idea, probably a positive interaction with someone else, and a slight change in circumstances. These small changes are evidence that things are moving, right? So, why people miss their manifestations? Well, as Rhonda explains, that most people are trained to look for big breakthroughs while ignoring the small progress. So when someone expect instant result just like that, they often say nothing is happening for me. I don't see any change. This isn't working, right? You just plant a seed and you started digging out right away and not even letting the roots, you know, uh, get stronger, right? Yeah, so if you're a farmer, right, and you plant a seed in a fertile soil, you should be very, very patient. You have to, you think that there's nothing happening underneath the ground, but you didn't know, you don't even know that it's actually, spreading the roots to hold or to start building the foundation. But for us, we're always letting, the outside world, like, why it's not growing, why it's not growing. We see it right away. It's not like that. You have to really plant the seed, trust the process, let the universe do the work underground because it's building the foundation. So it's strong. So even though the winds pass by and trying to like knock off that plant, no, it's not gonna knock off because the roots are so strong underneath, right? And then that should be something that we should be doing, right? Okay, we plant the seed by starting a business. You can't just be digging out all the time and see when I'm gonna make money. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to really plant, keep watering that goal, right? With keep watering the goal. What you're gonna do? You have to plant positive thoughts all the time because the weeds are so strong already. Your limiting belief are have is been there for a long time, trying to knock off that idea, that goal that you just planted in that soil. But because of the weeds, the limiting beliefs is controlling you, and if you don't see any result, you just give up immediately. Inside of you have to start pruning all the weeds that are no longer serving you, then plant the positive thoughts, build a new self-image, right? You have to really think and act like that person who already achieved that goal. Surround yourself with people that really supports you. What else? You have to really invest on yourself, on your mindset, right? So in order for the weeds start to die, so this little plant that you just planted, and then you keep digging up every single day because you don't see the result and you just give up right away, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. The law of the universe is plant, seed, blossom, fruit. That's what it is. Plant, seed, blossom, fruit. It's not like plant and then you reap immediately if you don't see any result, right? So but why they fail, but why they fail to realize is that manifestation is has a process, and the process always begins subtly, right? Gratitude opens the door, but awareness allows you to see what's coming through. So if you are only looking for the final result, you may miss the steps that lead to it, right? So really, really keep that in mind. And this topic, what before very eyes really means, right? This phrase before your very eyes means, according from Rhonda Byrne, my understanding, it means that the universe often shows you proof that you desire. Uh, I mean, that the universe often shows you proof that your desire already unfolding right where you are in ways that are easy to overlook. So Rhonda Byrne really teaches that improvements often show up as probably things becoming easier slowly, right? Things becoming easier, delays being removed slowly but surely, right? And stress is decreasing, people responding to you differently, then opportunities is slowly appearing naturally, step by step, right? And these are signs that your inner state has shifted and your outer world is responding. So the practice of this day 22 really is about learning to notice and acknowledge these changes with gratitude. Like, for example, I'm going to give you some real life examples. Imagine you've been practicing gratitude for more peace, right? You may not suddenly wake up with a perfect life, but you may notice a change in you. You react less emotionally. You feel calmer in situations that used to upset you, right? You sleep a little better. That is manifestation happening before your very eyes. Or imagine you've been practicing gratitude for more income. You may notice an unexpected discount, right? A bill being reduced also, probably someone offering you help, and maybe an idea that is unfolding. These are not random, these are steps. Okay, so this is where the gratitude and the awareness comes to play. So Rhonda Byrne really teaches us that when you notice positive changes and immediately say thank you accelerate the process. And that is the best part because gratitude really acknowledges progress and acknowledges invites more. So when you say thank you for this improvement, for example, you are telling the universe that, oh, okay, I see it now. I recognize it and I'm ready for more. See, that's who you are becoming. You are already changing that state of mind, right? So, ignoring progress shows momentum, and appreciating progress increases it. So yeah, so this day 22 practice before your very eyes is so simple and yet misunderstood, you know. So throughout the day, you consistently look for improvements, positive changes, what else, small wins and moments with ease, right? So when you notice even the smallest improvement in your life, you say the magic words thank you. You may even write them down at the end of the day, reflecting on what happened, or what improved, right? Because this practice really trains your mind to focus more on growth instead of lack. Yeah, so how this practice really change your self-image, and that's really important because you will never change the result if you don't really change your self-image. And if you are still doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting the same result, that's not gonna work. That's really crazy, right? So in and then if you've been practicing that and why you have to do it over and over again, that means it's actually giving you a feedback that you have to do something different in order for you to change the result, right? And what you have to do is to change your self-image. So when you begin to notice improvements in yourself, you also start seeing yourself as someone whose life is moving forward. This shifts your self image from nothing ever works for me to things are improving, right? That shifts really matters. And this is something that I've learned from my mentor, that he did mention that your results always reflect your self image. And noticing progress really strengthens belief without the pressure. Yeah. So again tonight, right? So since it's nighttime here in California, it's already 9:38 p.m. Yeah, so every night before you sleep, really Rhonda suggested that reflecting on the day and noticing what to improve. You hold your magic rock and say thank you and acknowledge the changes you saw. This really reinforces your awareness and gratitude at the subconscious level, right? So the deeper message of day 22, what I really learned from this book is before your very eyes is you do not you do not need to wait for everything to change before you feel hopeful. Change is already happening. And when you learn to notice it, you build trust in the process. And trust allows life to unfold more easily. Yeah. So to close this go live, right? Wow, I'm improving on the time. It's only 16 minutes. So to close this go live, I've always, oh no, oh my goodness. You can see me now. Oh my goodness. Let me refresh this screen. Refresh. I'm back. For what reason? I'm having these moments all the time. Every time I do some of my live, the screen just turned off all of a sudden and had to really refresh it before my picture go back again, my webcam. But anyway, so before I let you guys go, I always like to do some affirmation that is related to the topic tonight. And I really want to invite you guys to really slow down and notice what's already improving in your life. You may be closer than you think, guys. Maybe you are 6 feet under 6 feet under the gold. Oh, I remember that book from the Think and Grow Rich, that the guy already gave up on digging the gold and it's already 6 feet under and he gave up. That's the reason why sometimes from the moment that we are almost giving up, we don't really realize that there was actually a breakthrough for us. And it happens all the time. It happens to me from the moment that I almost giving up, and that was the time of my breakthrough. And this is also what happened to my one of my accountability partner, that he is almost giving up. And I was actually smiling when I've been working on his mindset. Honestly, I've been working on his mindset for a year. Yeah, the first time I met him, it's just like he's in a chaos, right? He break up with his partner, and he's in a miserable place. And I've been working on his mindset all the time. And every time he talked to me, and then I talk to him all the time. And at least I didn't give up on him, or he didn't give up on me too, because I've been uh, really paying, been showing up for him as well. Because sometimes, and for me, like I already trained my mind not to be sensitive, that he will probably pull me on his energy. But no, I have my standard. He's here, and then I remain that standard, and I just pull him up over there. And look at him now. He's been doing an amazing in his business, almost 6 8 wow, double his milestones, right? I almost asleep, right? And then again, it's just so incredibly amazing to see these people like working on their self all the time, and it's really working for them. Once you really make a committed decision to work on you and no turning back, changes will happen just like that so easily. And this is something that I'm so proud of, seeing him really progress on his business and also on his career and also on himself as well. He's more happier now. And mindset wise, he's just he's just he pick up the same music like me, not like before. He doesn't even listen to the music that I am sending him. And I told him to create his vision board, and he did create his vision board. And finally, he checked three boxes on his vision board. See, so again, it's just making a decision. What do you really want? You know, you really want to stay where you at, or you really want to move forward and let the old version of you shrink, drift away, right? And he chose to move forward. See, and seeing him, and then he was just telling me like, Arnett, why is it that I don't feel anything at all? And then just like told him, congratulations, you are in the moment of breakthrough. You know, you will only find out once you really don't understand how you feel. Sometimes you think that you don't have any feeling at all, that you are numbed, but actually no, you really trained yourself not to be affected what's happening in the outside world. And then you know already what to do. That it seems like you numb yourself not to let the outside world in control of you. So even though someone share your problem, but you already put a barrier in between, so you will not be affected by their frequency, by their energy. And when he mentioned that, I'm actually started laughing because, and like laughing, like clapping, because I'm so proud of him, because that was a moment of breakthrough, you know. And then after that, he just got a job. Oh, then he just got like buyers, business partners, business, back to back to back to back. And then all of a sudden he's just helping me to do this, and now he started helping other people, and serving other people too. Like he just his mindset totally changed. And then again, I'm just so proud of him, and now he is helping me to work on my ads as well on the business. So see all the things that you've been working on. Like, oh my gosh, like I if you hire a mentor, you know, like it's just so freaking expensive. You know, like for me, I already know that, and you just need to be really patient. What is the root cause why you are feeling this way? Like what were you thinking? Like you have to disrupt, you know, you have to disrupt that comfort level that you have in order for you to do this. And like you have to work on your mindset every single day. Once you're upset, write it down, shred it immediately, you know. So yeah, so he is the product of my product. No, he's the product of what I've learned from my mentor. Okay, so and this is the reason why I am doing this morning routine with other people. I know that I don't really give much, because like my because like um it's not like I want to keep it, but I really don't want to overwhelm people's mind. I want them to really understand, or understand or I really want them to understand who they are. You know, because if I keep planting and planting and planting, even though I'm just doing this, and then they're not taking any actions, it's not gonna work. You have to really take actions. That's the reason why Bob Proctor really teach me how to do repetition. And if you see or if you see or hear the same words over and over again, I intentionally do that because I want your brain to pick up what I am saying and burn that image in your mind or tattoo that in your mind so you will never forget, because that's how he trained me to think that way. And then yeah, so really honestly, it's just the implementation is the key here. So even though I say things the same thing, but I say things differently, because sometimes our brain really is so picky. It really depends which level are you, what level of awareness you are. Because if you're in this low level, the flight and flight, that's what they call animalistic awareness, right? There is a processes in order for you to master your own thinking. And for me, my goal is to master my own thinking. I am all I am I would not say almost there, but that is the goal. Okay, so because before I was in the lower level of awareness, animalistic, flight or flight. And then once you are there, you have there because there's 7 level of awareness. And if you know where you at, and then you have to work yourself going to number 7, right? So again, so I really don't share much information regarding about it, because even though I say it all, you don't really understand. You really don't understand how your brain works if I will just throw all these lessons and lessons, and then you're not picking it up and it's really useless. So I just kind of like really slowly but surely, you have to really build that image that you have. And then once you build that image and you work on it every single day, 90 days, right? That's why I always say 90 days. That's what my mentor told me to do. You have to really pick and choose the stuff that you need to work on within 90 days. If you pick to discipline your mind in 90 days, focus on discipline. You cannot focus 2 or 3 times, because that creates chaos in your mind. You know, and like, oh, which one I'm gonna work? Oh, which should I work on the other one, or should I work on the other? For me, I only work um, one belief at a time. So if I told myself like I'm gonna be working, I'm gonna work my discipline, and I stay on discipline for 9 days, 90 days. And if now that I am disciplined enough, then I have to pick another belief that I need to strengthen that. If I want to strengthen my intuition, and have to work on my intuition for 90 days. If I want to strengthen my willpower, then I have to work on my willpower. That's basically is you cannot do 3 or 4 things at the same time, because if you do that, then that overwhelm you. And if overwhelm you, then it causes stress. Like if it causes stress, then it causes frustrations. And once you frustration, you become stuck. And then once you're stuck, you don't do it again. You're not going to do it anymore, right? So you have to really work on one belief at a time. And then once you're good at it, then we can work on your another belief. And that's something that I have done with one of our business partners. Like, we work on your limiting belief. Okay, what belief is holding you back? Write them down. Write them down. If you're frustrated, write it down and do the opposite one. Right? So work on work. And it takes a lot of time, because I meet with him once a week. Sometimes we talk every single day, especially if once he's frustrated. And like, sometimes I really don't want to talk to him, but of course he's trusted me so much to work on his belief, right? So yeah, it takes a lot of energy. Sometimes it's really exhausting, because you're listening to someone else's problem, yeah, and then you share advice, right? But again, it's just incredibly amazing that he changed so much, and now, my God, it's just like made like almost 30K this month. This month was 30K this month, right? So that's the most beautiful thing. Yeah. So I just finished talking to him again tonight, and he was just saying like, "Oh my gosh, Arnett, if it wasn't like you, I won't be in this kind of situation now. Because of you, I've changed my belief, and you changed so much in me." So yeah, so I am really really happy for him, guys. So again, it always starts with a decision. If you really want to change your mindset, you really need to make a decision right away. All right, so that's it for me, everyone. It's already mostly 30 minutes here. Thank you, Judy. Watching you, can't wait. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see you guys in Fiji. Fiji, yes, I can't wait. Oh, I'm not gonna say the name, okay, but it's one of my accountability partner. All right, so Asine, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Edith, yes, thank you so much. And then Gayan, that's one of my business partners here in California. Hello, Regina. Thank you for watching. And for those of you who's watching right now, thank you. You're all amazing. You're amazing. And have a good night. Thank you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on my day 23 of this magic book by Rhonda Byrne. Have a good night, Pandemi, as well. Thank you. All right. Bye bye for now.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul.